So here the problem reads, Tamika collected the following information about different kinds of pets her classmates own. So here's her clipboard with the question, what kind of pet do you own? And then there are 3 columns, animal, tally, and number. And under animal we see cats, dogs, birds, and other listed. And then tally marks showing how many cats, dogs, birds, and other pets they own. And then the final column is a count of the number of tally marks to make it easy to create the bar chart from. We're asked to construct a bar graph using the data Tamika collected, and we're asked to be sure to include an informative title, a scale, all the categories of animals, a label for the scale, and a label for the categories. Well, let's begin by coming up with an informative title. And I'm going to guide me, I'm going to look at the question, which was, what kind of pet do you own? So let's see, I'm going to restate that question as something like, pets my classmates own. I think you'll agree that's an informative title. So that takes care of that. Now, a scale, and this is sometimes the hardest part of making a bar graph bar chart. Here the numbers range from 4 to 17, so they're all positive numbers. And let's see, if we were to count up by ones, if this was 0 here, and we count up by ones, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that would only get us up to 10. So that wouldn't work. But if we count up by 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, or even 20, that gets us far enough, and it doesn't make the bars too short. So it's nice to use up the whole going from the bottom to the top. So let's go ahead and label the scale. These are going to go up by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, cool beans. Got the scale. Now all the categories of animals. Let's see. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 categories of animals. And what I'm going to do is my bars are going to be kind of in one of these regions here, although you could make them too wide. Actually, I think I will make them too wide. I'm going to go ahead and do cats here. And I'm going to use these going up this way. And then I'm going to do dogs in here. So my bars are going to be right next to each other. Cats, dogs, that's going to go up to here. Birds. Okay. And then other. Now we could leave space between the bars, but in this case I'm going to go ahead and put the bars side by side. Okay, so then if those are the categories of animals, it sure would be nice to have a label down here for the categories, and then also a label for the scale going up this way. Well, a label for the scale, remember this is the number of pets, so I'm going to go ahead and write number of pets. So that takes care of the label for the scale. And then the label for the categories, this is the type of pet or the kind of pet. Okay, so that takes care of those things. And the main thing we need now is to finish the bar graph, or the actual bars going up themselves. So for cats, we need a bar that is 14 units high. So 14 is up to here. So then we would draw, and let's see, I can draw like that, but I can do better if I get a little line going here. And I would encourage you to use a straight edge if you have one available. And then we're going to go ahead and shade that in. And then this is optional, but I'm going to go ahead and put a 14 up on the top of this. So that number there is optional. You could also read that 14 off by just looking off to the left. But you'll also see, or you'll often see, bar graphs, bar charts where they actually put the numbers right on the tops of the bars. See, dogs, 17. Now 17 is an odd number, so since we only have even numbers labeled here, 17 is going to be halfway between 16 and 18, so that would be up to here, about. And then I'll go ahead and make this nice, going like so. And that will get shaded in as well. And that's dogs, and that's 17. So I'll go ahead and write 17 on the top there. That way there's no doubt about how many dogs there are when you look at the chart. Otherwise you would look off to the left and say, yeah, it's 17. Actually, it would have to be 17 because you can't have like 17 and a half dogs. So birds, 6. That'll be a shorter bar going up to here, since 6 is off to the left here. And again, we'll connect this up nicely. And we'll go ahead and shade that in. We'll write our 6 up above that. That matches with this 6 here and that 6 here. And then other finally. So what, maybe gerbils or turtles. That's 4. So that's up to here. And okay. And we'll shade that in finally. That's 4. Okay, we've got the informative title, a scale, categories of animals, the 2 labels, and finally the bars. And then we should maybe double check the heights of the bars. Cats, 14, yes. Dogs, 17, yes. Birds, 6, yes. And other, 4. Looks good. So we're all done. That's everything.